for me.
I bet.
Yeah, it's fun.
That was Caistor Grammar School.
That was Caistor. I went with Caistor Grammar School, boys and girls, because I was clerk there. You see, I was in the office. I worked in the office there.
Right.
So that's why I got the chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So had you watched them going? It was you were 63 when you first went.
63 when the first went, and 85 when the last time I went. So I had a good do.
Yeah.
But I wished I'd kept it up now.
Right.
I do.
Yeah.
I think I could have made it for a short time.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was on the Black Slopes, was it? And all
it was on the French.
On the French.
Yeah. I used to go. I used to go with a firm called Master Ski. Now these were a sort of I won't say a semi-religious one, but they did have a meeting in the evening, and if you wanted to go, you could.
Right.
So they were all nice people.
Yeah.
You soon got to. I was completely on my own. But they always made me welcome, sort of thing, and I joined in. And there was, you each had a bottle of wine in the evening, you know, there was, it was included in your payment, so on and so forth. But they also had, with it being a big groupish, they used to, this master used to hire a hotel or, what do they call them? Chalet.
Lodge,
you know, field chalet. Yeah. And then they would have their staff there, so there were English staff, and the food and so on and so forth. It was all cooked, you know, by them. So it was, and they also had leaders who would take you. They weren't proper French sort of what they call them, instructors and so on, and they would look after you. You know, if you take you on the difficult ones to get you going. You see, they used to guide you. You could go on your own if you wanted to do. I mean, various bit. For some of them who were good skiers, they would go off on their own and so on. But to have a guide with you and so on, it was great.
I bet.
Yeah, and I mean,
so on the grammar school, presumably you've seen a lot of the boys go on, and the girls go off onto into do other things.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Well, they've been to China.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the headmaster went with them. You get a free trip. It didn't cost me anything, you see. No. It the first twice, but I'd never regretted it. I used to pay out quite happily, and because when I got to be 70, you get a free pass. You don't have to pay. They're over £100 your pass to use pass. The ups and know on the thing.
But it's over 70, is it?
So I think it was over 70.
Right.
Yeah. You got a free pass.
Wow.
Or a reduced one, and then I think when I got to be, I'm sure that I didn't have to pay the last few years of going. Not at all. No.
And the pupils, are there any pupils that you can remember who went out and got sort of powerful jobs? And
what, a Caistor?
Yeah, from Caistor.
You've surely heard of this one.
Okay.
Oh dear, here we go.
Oh right, you got a book. Dawn French, Dear Fatty.
Oh yeah.
All right.
She was at Caistor Grammar School.
Sit down with the book. Yeah.
I haven't read it yet.
Right.
But she was only here for a short time. Sadly, her father was in the Air Force, and after they went down to.
Can you show me the front of the book?
I think she died. He died, you know.
Hold it up to the camera just a little bit there. There we go.
Do you remember her at the school?
Only vaguely.
Yeah.
She didn't come on any of my trips.
I wonder if she remembers you.
I don't think she even mentions it. I don't know. I don't think she mentions Caistor Grammar School. But one or two of the girls who were contemporaries of hers, they invited her to come to one of our reunions, but she was too busy, you know, so she didn't. No, she went to Dunstan Abbey School, but she doesn't mention.
Caistor at all.
It was later. Yeah.